Hi everyone, I hope everyone is fine, happy and safe. I am fine, happy and safe. So I am Mr. Tounkara Mamadou from Mali, and here is my story. So it happened I think 10 years ago when I was studying at the university. As all students at the raining season at that time, exactly here in Mali. So it happened that it rained in the afternoon, and this day it rained in the afternoon almost until toward the night. So as young people, we decide to go out under the rain. So and there was a saying between us that if you are not a man enough, if you are not a woman enough, you will stay at school until the end of the rain. You will stay at school until at night. So as we are brave, we decided to go out under the rain and to go home. So under the rain, we went home. By the way, it was raining a lot, a huge rain. And what happened, because it was raining a lot, we catch cold. Not cold as sickness, but we were freezing because it was blowing, it was raining, it was not easy. And at the middle between my home and the school, I mean the university, there is something terrible happened. I got sick, by the way, because of the rain. And this was not the bad thing that happened. There was also, as you may know, many water on the road, because when it rains in Africa, as the roads are not well done, most of the time there are water on the road up most of the time. And it happened that my motorbike broken because of this, because the water entered in the side of the engine and stopped working. This means two bad news for me, and I was like an orphan because everybody is at home, in their house, in their room, and I came at a point that I was even not able to move, and suddenly there is an old lady came out. This old woman came out under his cell, I mean his hangar, where in the border of the road in Africa, usually the women sell banana, orange, and fruit, everything you need. And she asking me to come with her under her cell, okay? And she decided to make fire because she knew that I was freezing at that time, so that to make me a little bit hot, because it was very hard for me at that time. I cannot even catch the motorbike. And she did this, and she took my phone and checked to see a phone number in my phone and call my family. But before my family came, she even bought new clothes and new shoes for me, so that I can change everything, so that I am no more cold, which is fantastic. And we spent 30 minutes before my family coming. And when my family came, they thanked this lady a lot. But this is not the most important point of my story. I'm going to go back a little bit, because it found that this old lady, she knows me, or she knew me before, but I don't know this. It happened that here in Africa, the main mean of transportation in the cities are small buses. We call one here in Mali Sotrama, a green bus. And most of the time when we took this green bus, we meet people inside. And as in African tradition, we usually respect the old people and the old man and old woman. It happened that we as young people, usually if we have money, when we enter in the bus or in the green bus, we see in the bus if there is any old person, and we try to pay his or her transportation fees. And it was what exactly I did 1 year ago before this event I'm talking about to you. But I didn't remember, or I don't remember her face at all. But she remembered me very well. And she told me that day, it is good to help other people, even if they are not in need. Because I consider her as her mother, as my mother. I consider her as my mother. I consider her as my parent. Today, she considers me as her son. She considers me as one of her child. And that day, honestly speaking, I told myself it is worth helping people. Because nobody knows the future. Nobody knows what will happen tomorrow to you. And she was even crying. And she told me that she has 2 sons abroad. And as African again, we believe that if you treat the other sons in the good way, the other also will treat your son in the good way, even if they don't know you. And she told me she is not doing this because only I was kind with her in a past, but because she knows that she is not living with her sons who are living abroad. If you don't take care, or if she don't take care about the other children, and maybe she is sure her children will suffer from where they are living. This is what she believes. And I was really touched because of this action. Maybe thanks to her, I'm alive. I can say this. I don't know what may happen or what might happen by the way at home. And from that day to now, you can believe me, we are like a family. I know her children, the other children who are living here in Mali. 1 son and 1 daughter. And we are like brother and sister, to tell you how important it is in Africa to be kind. And so, And every time I'm free, I go to greet her. But unfortunately, 2 years ago, she passed away. But still, I am like a member of her family. That's the very important thing I want to tell you. This is my personal experience I want to share with you. And unfortunately also, I am a disabled person. That's why I cannot stand to tell my story correctly. I cannot stand up for a long time. And I'm sorry for this. Thank you for your attention and see you. Great.